Hello, vintage outboard motor fans. This is T Mike here in South Louisiana, making another video today. Today's video is going to be made on the shift and throttle linkage on the 9.5 Johnson and Evinrudes. This is per request of a subscriber of mine who I love helping. His name is Ray Massey in Omaha. This video is for you, Ray. If everybody's ready, here we go. So as I said, this video is going to be on the shift and throttle linkage on the 9.5 Johnson Evinrudes, the turtleback low profile motors. They have kind of a unique shift and throttle design. It doesn't use pinion gears like the 7s, 5.5s, and the 7s and the 10s use pinion gears to turn everything. This uses linkages. It uses a rack and link and some levers and all that to do the shifting and the throttle up and down. So in this video, I'm going to show you 3 things to do. First of all, we're going to talk about how it actually works, the different parts that are used, and how the mechanisms work. Then I'm going to show you how to disassemble it, take it apart. It's kind of complicated. And then the third part will be on how to assemble it and put it together. So I hope this video helps you out. If everybody's ready, here we go. All right, here's a sample motor we're going to use to demonstrate the linkages system on these 9.5s. This is a 1972 9.5 horsepower, model number 9R72M. And here's the linkages we're talking about. So right here is the rack and link that is connected to a pinion gear inside there. As you spin the throttle, it pulls that rack and link in and out. This is how it operates. There's a bolt right here that's tied to the lever that goes to the cam to throttle up and down. And then it's got a lever, a link tied over to this controlling device that controls the shifting. Alright, so with the shift in neutral, it's a stop that only allows you to go so fast. When you shift it in reverse, which is down, it moves that stop away from the throttle, allows you to give it more gas. Okay, so you come back, put it up in neutral, it stops it. When you go in reverse, it allows you to give it about half as much gas as full throttle. So that system of linkages, that's how all this works. Now there's also a bolt that goes through here that has a lever underneath it that connects to a cable that controls the tilt bracket that allows you to lift the motor up when it's in forward. You can only lift this motor up when it's in forward gear. So if you're having trouble lifting your motor, there's the problem. So Ray bought this motor disassembled and he's trying to put it together, and he's having trouble with his shifting. He says he has what he calls a dead space, meaning as he's throttling up, he can't get to full throttle. He can't get to full throttle. There's a dead space, and that's caused by not placing this rack and link in the right spot on the gear. I'm going to show you a T-Mic trick on how to set that. So that's how all this works. That's the inner workings of the linkage system on the 9.5. Now, I'm going to disassemble it piece by piece, show you the steps. They'll show you how easy it is. First thing you really want to do is move this bolt. Alright, then there's some E-clips on each one of these levers you got to pop out. And then you can take the magneto off and do what you got to do, and we'll put the rack and link, pull the rack and link out, and I'll show you how to put it back in. first thing I want to do is take the flywheel off. So I'll do that and come back to you. Okay, here we go with part 2, which is how to remove and disassemble the linkage to get this rack and link out. So here we go with the T-mic trick. So the T-mic trick is to line up that outer edge, this outer edge of the link with the, line it up right there. You see how it's lined up with the hole that it fits into right there, and then look down at the shift lever, and the indicator mark is right in between the shift. As a matter of fact, I'm going to put a black line right here and a black line right there. I'm going to take a Sharpie and I'm going to mark a black line right there and a black line right there. Those marks will come off so that when we put the rack and link back in, it'll be lined up. And when I put that link back in, I'll line these two black marks up, and the outer edge of that rack and link should line up with the receptacle right there. That's how we know we'll get a full extension from that rack and link. Okay, that was the T-mic trick. So now I've already removed the E-clip on these links. They pop right up. Both of these will pop out. Then I'm going to take a 3/8 nut driver and I'm going to remove this bolt, and I'll show you that in a minute. So I removed the bolt. It's got this spacer and it's got a washer underneath it. When I removed it, this popped right out. This lever comes right off, and the rack and link comes right off. We won't do anything to this connection right here. We'll just move it out the way. Now, rack and link just comes right out. And the rack and link comes right out. I'm going to clean that baby up, and I'm going to put it back in. See how the lines aren't matching up right? We got to make them match up. Here we go with that. Alright, so the procedure to put the rack and link back in is to line up your marks and go all the way forward, all the way down to the opposite side, 180 degrees. Now, the link has a groove in it, and it's got an offset. It's got an offset right here that points up. So the link goes in with this groove pointing upwards. Okay. With the groove pointing upwards, we're going to push it in, and then we're going to turn the throttle down till it catches it. Alright, so you see it's not catching it, so we're going to go back to our forward position, shove the link in further, shove the link in further, and then start coming back with it. Now you see it grabbed it. Now remember, we wanted the black line lined it up when it's right there. Our black line has not lined up, so I got to go back and then shove it in further. Let's see what that does. So if I line it up right on the edge, oh, it's not there. Go back, come out, Not there yet. I would say that's got it. Alright, so it looks like with the black mark down there, it needs to look at about that far out. When I start coming in, right there is lined up right here. That's how you get it at the proper position. Now I'm going to put all the three pieces back together with the bolt in it, see if we'll get the full shifting motion. Alright, I've got the two links. The racking link goes on first, and then this link that goes over to the shift mechanism goes on second, and there's an E clip that goes on top, and then you match this lever up with the hole underneath, put the washer underneath, and then the bolt through and tighten it with a 3/8 nut driver. I'll do that now. Okay, I've got the nut back in place, and if I did it correctly, I ought to be able to give it full throttle with no dead space. There it is, full throttle. Gears are lined up properly. So that's it. Hope y'all enjoyed the video. That's how you disassemble and reassemble the rack and link, and an explanation of the old linkage system on the 9.5s. Hope y'all enjoyed the video. Remember, here at Team Mike's, we're doing it one motor at a time. See you next video. Hope you enjoyed the video. Here at Team Mike's Vintage Outboards, we're doing it one motor at a time. Please click on subscribe. I guarantee to provide weekly videos. Au revoir, mes amis, and laissez les bon temps rouler.